Amnish Aggarwal is with us at PL Capital. Amnish, you heard that KPIT conversation. Any thoughts on the stock?
The main thing is that there is some pressure on the auto side, particularly in some of the developed countries, developed markets, including Europe. So that is something which is known. So I think if there is some fundamental reason to it, I think market today, in case of any stock, is not in a position to absorb any sort of a fundamental shock. So I think it is better to, I would say, wait and watch how the numbers actually pan out. Because if the fundamentals are intact, then there is a possibility, and this is not only for KPIT, it applies to every stock. But if there is a fundamentals, a big change which is happening over there, then one need to be cautious.
Okay, so there is KPIT in that sense. Amnish, what else are you kind of sort of focused on? Individually, lots of big movers. RateGain, do you have a view? $250 million acquisition, finally?
No, we don't have a view on it.
You don't track it. Okay. Tata Investment Corp was the largest volume-led gainer yesterday. It's almost like a mutual fund. Lots of holdings, 20%, 10,000 rupee plus now. I'm not sure what happened. There was a Tata Sons sort of deadline yesterday as well, which passed without incident. I'm not sure whether this was on the back of that or something else. Any view here?
You see, usually all these investment companies, they trade at a huge discount to what is their actual NAV. So in these kind of companies, whenever there is some unlisted arm of the group which is there in their investment portfolio, so any rumor with regards to that, or you can say, I think that could be the only big trigger happening, because if you look at all the listed universe, there is the stocks are, or the market is under pressure, and there is no reason to believe that due to that the stock can actually go up. So the logical thing seems to be that some of the other investments which they are having in their portfolio, which could be, you can say, any unlisted company, so that could be, you can say, the major reason for this sharp run-up.
Okay. Amnish, hi, good morning. Good to see you. I want to ask you about the alcohol companies. And we are supposedly getting into peak season. That's Diwali, then you have Christmas, and you can blame it on the weather as well if it gets a little bit cold. Two stocks will in focus. One is United Spirits, because talk is that they could reportedly be selling their IPL franchise, RCB, for an estimated value of $2 billion. We'll have to see whether or not the deal happens and if they get that sort of a valuation. So what's your view on the stock? And the other one is, Allied Blenders. They've been focusing a lot on premiumization, a lot on backward integration as well. And, I read a Jefferies note, they believe they're the dark horse for the time to come. They could potentially surprise on the upside. Your view on both these two names?
Okay, see, disclaimer being that we are not covering any of these two names. But having said that, if United Spirits actually, you can say, is able to sell the franchise of IPL, I think that could bring loads of cash into the company. And now it is a debt-free, cash-rich company, and it's also not paying nice amount of dividends. Secondly, as per the weather reports, this year's winter is likely to be very harsh, and harsh winter actually works well for all these spirit companies. So to that extent, one can expect some sort of an uptick to happen in the volumes of all the spirit companies. And United Spirits as a stock, particularly if you see, it is very range bound in the last year or so. The stock has now not moved up. So any trigger on account of your RCB deal, that can actually bring some spark into this stock. Regarding Allied Blenders, I think ever since the stock has got listed, I think the company has now turned the corner. It is reporting profits on a consistent basis. And if you look at the overall scenario in the spirits industry across all the players, excluding even the MNCs, so they have been premiumizing, they have been innovating and launching new products. And interestingly, they have been able to create a niche and gain share in the market. So to that extent, not to go into very specific numbers, but Allied Blenders, I think the economic conditions for this kind of a recovery in the company are right. Because today the consumer is much more acceptable to the domestic companies launching the premium products, innovating, and all those companies have done well and they have been rewarded if you look at the trend in the past 2-3 years.
Okay, all right. A quicker conversation than usual, Amnish. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. We'll take